Welcome back to ZE Coins. Today, we're diving deep into a fascinating topic that has coin collectors buzzing, the 1968 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny. This little coin is not just your average penny, it's making headlines with its jaw-dropping market value of a staggering $1.8 million. Stick around as we explore what makes this penny so special, its current worth, and how you might just have one hiding in your change jar. Let's get started. The Lincoln penny was first minted in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It quickly became one of the most iconic coins in American history. The 1968 D Mint Mark penny was produced at the Denver Mint and was part of a significant transition in coinage. It was the last year before the introduction of the more modern coinage design we see today. But what sets the 1968 D penny apart from other Lincoln pennies? The story begins with a unique minting error that makes it highly sought after by collectors. In 1968, a limited number of Lincoln pennies were accidentally struck without the intended design details, specifically lacking the D Mint mark that indicates they were produced in Denver. This error means that they are incredibly rare, with estimates suggesting only a few dozen exist in perfect condition. Coin experts refer to this specific penny as a double die, because the design was stamped more than once, creating a noticeable impression on the coin's surface. This anomaly not only makes the 1968 D penny rare but also highly collectible. Collectors are always on the lookout for these pieces, willing to pay a premium for one in mint condition. Now, let's talk about value. The current market value of a 1968 D Lincoln penny has skyrocketed to around $1.8 million. But how does this value break down? Let's take a closer look. However, the true jackpot lies in mint state condition, which can go up to $1.8 million depending on its quality. It's crucial to have your coin appraised by a professional to determine its exact value, especially if you believe you might have one of these rare pieces. Now, you may be wondering, how can I identify if I have a valuable 1968 D penny? Let's break it down. First, check for the mint mark. The D should be located just below Lincoln's shoulder on the front of the coin. But remember, the key is in the details. Look for any signs of doubling or where that might indicate it's a double die. Additionally, store your coins in a safe, dry place. Use coin holders or albums to prevent scratches and damage. Proper care can significantly enhance the value of your coin over time. The market for rare coins like the 1968 D Lincoln penny is thriving. Collectors are always looking for the next big find, and auctions can fetch unbelievable prices. If you're considering selling, keep an eye on upcoming coin shows and auctions. Reputable auction houses and online platforms can help you find the right buyer for your rare coins. Remember, it's essential to do your research before selling to ensure you get the best price. So there you have it. The 1968 D Lincoln penny is more than just a piece of change, it's a collectible treasure that can potentially be worth millions. If you think you might have one, don't hesitate to reach out to a coin expert for evaluation. We have an exciting topic for all you coin enthusiasts and collectors out there. We're diving into the world of the 1969 Mint Mark 1-cent Lincoln penny. You might be surprised to learn that this little coin could be worth big money, like $1.7 million big. Yes, you heard that right. So, stick around as we explore its history, value, and what makes it so special. To understand the significance of the 1969 Lincoln penny, let's take a quick look at the history of the Lincoln cent itself. The Lincoln penny was first issued in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin features a profile of Lincoln on the obverse and a depiction of the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, introduced in 1959 to mark Lincoln's 150th birthday. But why is the 1969 penny so valuable? That brings us to the next segment. The 1969 Lincoln penny, minted in Philadelphia, is notable for its mint mark, or lack thereof. Most 1969 pennies have no mint mark, indicating they were produced at the Philadelphia Mint. However, certain rare varieties of this penny can command astronomical prices. What you need to look out for is the 1969 penny, which is a crucial part of the story. This penny was struck in San Francisco, and there are rumors of a special error, what collectors refer to as the 1969 double-die obverse. This error creates a noticeable doubling effect on the coin's date and the lettering of Liberty and In God We Trust. If you manage to find one of these, you're looking at a potential windfall. The value of these coins can range from hundreds to thousands, depending on their condition and the quality of the doubling. Now, let's talk numbers. As of now, the current market value for the rare 1969 double-die obverse penny can reach astonishing prices. Some examples have been sold for over $1.7 million at auction. That makes it one of the most valuable coins in American numismatic history, but what factors contribute to this high value? Here are a few key elements. The 1969 double-die is incredibly rare. Estimates suggest that only a few hundred exist today, which makes them highly sought after by collectors. The condition of the coin is paramount. Coins graded MS 65 or higher can fetch higher prices. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. The Lincoln penny is iconic in American history. Its connection to Abraham Lincoln adds an additional layer of value, especially for collectors who are interested in presidential memorabilia. To illustrate just how valuable this coin can be, let's look at some notable sales. One particularly famous sale occurred in 2010 when a 1969 double-die penny was sold for a staggering $1.7 million at a Heritage Auctions event in Chicago. This sale sent shockwaves through the numismatic community and solidified the coin's status as a collector's dream. There are also stories of everyday collectors stumbling upon this coin in their change or inherited from relatives. Imagine finding this in your grandmother's coin jar. Talk about a jackpot. So, how can you get your hands on one of these rare coins? Here are some tips for aspiring collectors. Familiarize yourself with coin grading systems and learn how to identify errors. Knowledge is power. Always look through your pocket change or coin collections. You never know what might be hiding in there. Attend local coin shows and auctions. Networking with other collectors can lead to potential finds. If you think you have a valuable coin, take it to a reputable coin dealer or appraiser for a professional opinion. Follow numismatic news and market trends. The value of coins can fluctuate, so staying informed is essential. To wrap up, the 1969 mint mark 1-cent Lincoln penny, particularly the rare 1969 double-die obverse, is a fascinating piece of history and a potentially life-changing find for collectors. Whether you're an avid numismatist or just a casual collector, always keep an eye out for those rare coins in your pocket change. We're talking about the 1971 Lincoln penny, which could be hiding in your collection and is now one of the most valuable pennies in circulation. But why is it so special? How can you tell if you have one? And what's behind that staggering $1.6 million price tag? Stick around as we dive into everything you need to know. First, let's break down what we mean by the 1971 Lincoln penny. It was minted at the Denver Mint, as shown by the D mark right below the date. Over 2.9 billion pennies were produced that year. So how could one of these common pennies be worth so much? The Lincoln penny was introduced in 1909, replacing the Indian head cent. The 1971 version is part of the Lincoln Memorial series that ran from 1959 to 2008, featuring Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. But out of all these billions, some have become incredibly valuable due to rare errors and variations during the minting process. So, what makes this specific penny worth millions? The answer lies in minting errors. A small number of 1971 pennies were mistakenly struck on the wrong planchet. While most pennies are made of copper and zinc, these rare error coins were accidentally struck on bronze planchets or silver-clad planchets, meant for other denominations like dimes or quarters. These mistakes result in a coin that looks and weighs differently from a standard penny. These errors cause the coin's weight to deviate from the typical 3.11 grams of a copper penny, leading to incredibly rare variations. The wrong planchet errors are highly sought after by collectors, which is why this penny is now valued at an astounding $1.6 million. Now, here's where you come in. You might be wondering, could I have one of these valuable pennies in my pocket change? To identify if you have a rare and valuable 1971 penny, here are the key things you need to look for. First, check that your penny has the year 1971 and the Denver Mint's D mark beneath the year. A standard 1971 penny should weigh 3.11 grams, but the error pennies that are struck on the wrong planchet can weigh slightly less or more. You'll need a precise coin scale to detect this variation. Use a metal detector or testing kit to see if your penny is made from something other than the usual copper zinc composition. Error pennies can be made from silver or bronze. Look for any unusual coloration or texture differences, which could indicate an error. Some error pennies even appear more silver than copper. If your penny matches any of these signs, it's time to get it authenticated by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. Authenticating your coin is crucial to verifying its worth. The current market value of a 1971 penny with a rare error can range from hundreds to millions of dollars, depending on the condition and rarity of the error. In fact, one of these error pennies recently sold for a jaw-dropping $1.6 million at auction, setting a new record. Collecting rare coins has become more competitive than ever, and the 1971 penny is one of the most sought-after coins today. As demand for rare error coins grows, so does their market value, and some experts believe that the price could continue to rise in the coming years. So, what should you do if you think you've hit the jackpot? Once authenticated, you can sell your 1971 penny through auctions, coin dealers, or even online marketplaces like eBay. But be careful, make sure you're dealing with reputable buyers to get the best price for your coin. Keep in mind that a coin with a high grade, meaning it's in near-perfect condition, will fetch a higher price than one that's heavily circulated. So, if you've got a shiny 1971 penny, you could be sitting on a small fortune. That's all for today, treasure hunters. If you enjoyed learning about the 1971 Lincoln penny and its amazing $1.6 million value, smash that like button and subscribe for more coin hunting tips. And hey, who knows, you might find that one penny that changes your life. We've got something truly mind-blowing to talk about, especially if you're a coin collector, a history buff, or just someone who has an old jar of pennies stashed away somewhere. We are talking about the 1980 Lincoln cent, and get this, one of these coins might be worth as much as $1.4 million. Yes, you heard that right, a penny possibly worth over $1 million. So, grab your magnifying glass, because in today's video, we're going to break down why this coin is so valuable, what makes it special, and how you can check if you've got one of these rare treasures hiding in your pocket change. The year is 1980. Ronald Reagan is on his way to becoming president, people are listening to their music on cassette tapes, and gas costs just $1 a gallon. Meanwhile, the United States Mint is churning out millions of pennies. One penny in particular, the 1980 Lincoln cent, minted in Denver, might look like just another penny, right? Wrong. It could be the key to a fortune. But what makes the 1980 penny stand out from millions of others? That's what we're about to uncover. First, we need to understand that not all 1980 pennies are worth big money. You might come across a 1980 Lincoln cent in decent condition that's worth just a few cents. But there are some special factors that can send the value skyrocketing. One of the biggest factors is condition. When a coin is in mint state, meaning it's almost as flawless as the day it was minted, the value increases dramatically. Coin collectors and dealers use a system called the Sheldon scale to grade coins from 1 to 70, with 70 being perfect. A 1980 penny in near-perfect condition, say MS 67 or higher, could be extremely valuable. Then we have to talk about errors. Sometimes, coins are minted with mistakes, and these errors can make them even more valuable to collectors. In the case of the 1980 D Lincoln cent, certain errors can make a massive difference. For example, double die errors occur when the coin is struck more than once, leading to a doubling effect on the design elements like the date, mint mark, or lettering. Off-center strikes, where part of the design is missing, are also highly sought after. If you happen to find one of these error coins in exceptional condition, you could be looking at thousands, if not millions, of dollars. Now, what's really driving the insane value of some of these 1980 D pennies are recent auction sales. Coin prices, like anything else, fluctuate based on demand, rarity, and condition. In recent years, a few high-grade 1980 D pennies have sold for jaw-dropping prices. One example is a 1980 D penny graded MS-67 that sold for over $10,000. But that's nothing compared to what experts believe a rare, error-free 1980 D penny in perfect condition could fetch in today's market, up to $1.4 million. It might sound unbelievable, but with the right coin and the right buyer, this is no longer just a penny, it's a collector's dream come true. So, the million-dollar question is, how do you know if you've got a rare 1980 D penny sitting in your collection? Let me walk you through a quick checklist. First, look for the D mint mark just below the date. This indicates that the penny was minted in Denver. Next, check the condition. If it looks brand new or nearly flawless, you might be onto something. But you'll need to have the coin professionally graded by a service like PCGS or NGC to know its true value. If you suspect you found an error coin, take a closer look under magnification for any doubling, off-center strikes, or other anomalies. And of course, you can always consult a local coin dealer or attend a coin show to get a second opinion. So there you have it. The 1980 D Lincoln penny might seem like just a regular old penny, but under the right circumstances, it could be worth over $1 million. Whether it's due to rare errors or near perfect condition, this is definitely one coin to keep an eye out for. Who knows, the next time you're digging through your change, you might just hit the jackpot. We've got something really exciting lined up for all you coin collectors and treasure hunters out there. We're diving deep into a story that has been shocking the numismatic world, the 1996 Lincoln penny that's valued at a jaw-dropping $1.3 million, yes, you heard that right. A 1996 Lincoln penny that's potentially worth over $1 million. So, what makes this penny so rare and valuable? How can you spot one, and what should you do if you find one in your change jar or coin collection? We'll be answering all those questions and more in today's video, so stay tuned until the very end. Let's start with some background. The Lincoln penny has been around since 1909, honoring one of the most iconic U.S. presidents, Abraham Lincoln. Since then, millions of pennies have been minted each year. But not all pennies are created equal. And the year 1996 was no exception. Now, in 1996, there were several mints producing these pennies: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Over 10 billion pennies were struck in total, with Philadelphia producing the largest batch of around 6.5 billion, and Denver coming in second at 4.5 billion. So, you'd think with such a large quantity, these pennies wouldn't hold much value, right? Well, think again, but the story we're focusing on today is about a very rare variety of the 1996 penny that's been making headlines. This isn't just your average 1-cent coin. There's something very special about this particular coin, and that's why it's worth big money. It all comes down to a rare error, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar for these ultra-rare mistakes. So, what exactly makes this 1996 Lincoln penny worth $1.3 million? The answer lies in a mint error. The U.S. Mint is typically known for its precision, but once in a while, mistakes slip through the cracks, and those mistakes can turn everyday coins into collectors' dreams. Now, the error in question is what's called a double die or a significant die variety. Essentially, during the minting process, the die that stamps the coin gets imprinted twice, leaving overlapping images on the final coin. This doubling effect can happen in different parts of the coin, like Lincoln's face, the date, or the lettering. In the case of the 1996 penny, there's reported doubling in certain examples of Lincoln's profile and the date. This subtle but significant error creates a double image effect that's extremely sought after by collectors. On top of that, some 1996 pennies also show misalignments or other defects due to worn-out dies, adding even more to their rarity and value. Coins with such prominent errors are highly prized because they're like minting anomalies, very few make it out into the wild. And the fewer of these error coins exist, the more collectors are willing to spend for a chance to own one. Now, you're probably wondering, how can I tell if I have one of these $1,000,000 pennies? Well, I've got you covered. Here are the key things you need to look out for when checking your 1996 pennies. 1. The mint mark first, check where your penny was minted. Look at the small letter below the date on the coin. A D stands for Denver, and a blank space means it was minted in Philadelphia. Both can be valuable, but typically the errors have been found on Philadelphia minted coins. 2. Doubling on Lincoln's face, use a magnifying glass and take a close look at Lincoln's face and profile. If you notice any doubling or shadows that look like Lincoln's features are duplicated slightly, you might have an error coin. 3. Doubling on the date, pay special attention to the star 1996 star date. If the numbers look thicker, misaligned, or like they're doubled, that could be the error that makes the penny so valuable. 4. Other die cracks or misalignments. Some pennies from 1996 also show cracks or misalignments, particularly on the rim or lettering. These can add value too, so why the huge price tag? The value of this rare 1996 penny has skyrocketed in the collector's market. Some of the finest examples, graded as MS68 or higher, have fetched insane prices at auction, with the highest recorded sale being around $1.3 million. That's absolutely incredible for a coin that started out being worth just a penny. But let's be clear, not every 1996 penny will be worth millions. The condition, or grade, of the coin matters a lot. Coins that are in mint state, meaning they have little to no wear and tear, tend to fetch the highest prices. So, if you think you found one, getting it professionally graded is a must before you cash in. Alright, so what should you do if you find a 1996 penny that might be worth big money? Here are the steps to follow. First, go through all the steps we mentioned earlier to check for any mint errors. If you believe you have a valuable penny, avoid handling it too much. Keep it in a safe, dry place to prevent damage. Reach out to a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll officially grade your coin, which will give potential buyers confidence in its authenticity and condition. If your penny is truly rare, auctioning it could bring in massive bids from collectors. Sites like heritage auctions or specialized coin dealers are good places to start. So there you have it. The mystery of the 1996 Lincoln penny potentially worth $1.3 million. Imagine finding one of these in your change. It's proof that sometimes the smallest things can hold the biggest surprises. Have you ever come across a rare or error penny? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to smash that like button if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell for more amazing coin stories, tips, and treasure hunts. Who knows, your next penny could make you a millionaire. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.